Babe Ruth, whose reputation at the plate earned him nicknames like the Great Bambino and the Sultan of Swat, is one of the greatest baseball players to ever step onto a field. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936 as one of the 5 inaugural members. Ruth broke into the major leagues as a pitcher with the Boston Red Sox. A southpaw, he developed into a dominant starter. From 1914 to 1919, he started 143 games and completed 105 of them.
We're taking you back to a historic moment from baseball's past between the Indians. Standing in, number 16. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Cleveland, the shortstop.
And we are underway from Fenway as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Ruth is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Another 2-2 offering. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
High in the air out to center field. Number 1 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Digging in, number 11. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Batting third, the right fielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Drops one here, and he'll try to beat it out. Low roller, and he barehands it. He's out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 22. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now a flare out to left center. Number 4 into shallow left. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, number 13, and he's ready to take his first cuts. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
And another foul ball. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 6, the center fielder, number 33.
Line to the right side. Number 33 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, number 21, 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Strike taken up in the zone.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Standing in, number 17. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Ball one. A ball and a strike. Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Runs up, one down. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. First offering on its way. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful. Striding in once again, number 16. Runner in scoring position with two gone. No balls and one strike. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. From the stretch, the 1-2. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Number 9 is there, and he puts this one away for.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Babe Ruth.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes set, and the 0-1. Chopped toward the second baseman. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
0-1 for the count.
Good curveball. Strike two. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball. 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That will look like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Number 9 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. He's there, but oh, he missed it. And he'll pull into second with one away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line and right. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. Now here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Pops this one up. Number 25 has a play. 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, number 33. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him as he. Ready for another chance. Number 21. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 21.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Right place, right time, and the leadoff man's gone to start the 5th. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, number 31. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. fifth inning. 2-1 our score. A ball and 2 strikes. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is. So here now's the pitcher, Babe Ruth. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. The next 0-2. Another one sent foul. Ready with another 0-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Number 16 is retired to kick off the inning. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 19. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. 0-1 the count. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He's there. Striding into the box, Babe Ruth. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. The pause and the 0-2. Popped him up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass. First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he fouls this one off. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard. First pitch coming. Here it is, and it's fouled away. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
The final line score for this afternoon.
We've got a historic matchup on. Digging in now, number 16. He will lead this one off.
Due to Harper's emotional, aggressive style of play, he immediately became one of the most talked about players in the bigs. To some, his electric play was a breath of fresh air, but to others, he was pushing the bounds of the game's unwritten rules. On May 6th, Harper provided a perfect example of his all-out approach to the game. After reaching first, he aggressively sprinted from first to third on a single. Standing at third with 2 out, Harper read the pitcher's pickoff move to first and took off, sliding in safely and stealing home. It was an aggressive, gutsy decision by Bryce, and the perfect reflection of how he plays the game. Max effort, 100% of
Tonight, we revisit some baseball history between the Padres and the Nationals. Don't expect any small ball between these two teams. We're set for action next. Welcoming you back to our nation's capital. Bryce Harper digging in, still searching for his first major league home run.
Yeah, and it's certainly going to come sooner than later. This guy has too much talent to let too many more pitches go by the wayside.
Totally agree, D-Row. Once he hits the first one, he's going to start hitting them in bunches. One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of him.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes really important to do so.
Maben is there, and he puts this one away. Here comes the first pitch. On a line, that's a base hit. The relay. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Hermida. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Bryce Harper. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
The final line score for our...
Tonight, we revisit some baseball history between the Padres and the Nationals. Big Bats take center stage. And thanks for joining us. We're inside Nationals Park. Bryce Harper digging in, still searching for his first major league home run.
Yeah, and it's certainly going to come sooner than later. This guy has too much talent to let too many more pitches go by the wayside.
Totally agree, D-Row. Once he hits the first one, he's going to start hitting them in bunches.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Two out, nobody on. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The next 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Grandal has it, and the throw to first ends the inning. first offering on its way. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
Got him. And he goes down on strike. First pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Maben is there. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So, well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game. Tonight we revisit. And thanks for joining us. We're inside Nationals Park. Bryce Harper digging in, still searching for his first major league home run.
Yeah, and it's certainly going to come sooner than later. This guy has too much talent to let too many more pitches go by the wayside.
Totally agree, Debo. Once